Hello and welcome back. We're on to the third match of a long BritBowl.
Long.
There have been World Cups shorter than this BritBowl, but we're into the third and final game of this one. The Chorley Buccaneers versus the London Blitz. Now we've got Mike Sullivan is joining me. Broadcast veteran Mike Sullivan is joining me down in the booth.
I'm definitely thinking about a change in career. Not into broadcasting, change in career.
And of course we're joined by Neil Wymer, who you were introduced to earlier on. Neil Wymer, of course, of the Leicester Huntsman, is joining to give us his expertise and his insight into flag at the under-13 level. Now Neil, completely different pressures here for a coach at the under-13s. You're dealing with younger children, you're dealing with sort of earlier stages of development. How do you get a team primed for action here?
Well, speaking personally from the Leicester Huntsman, we train twice a week. You try and buy into the remit of, like, you want to win but go out and have fun. It's difficult at that age because you've got to give everyone a game as well, because you don't want to upset the kids that are playing, you don't want to upset their parents, so it is a bit of a juggling a hat job while you're coaching these guys, to be honest.
So Chorley are going to start up. Comparatively small squad here. They've got Kian Chadwick takes the first handoff of the first half. And the Buccaneers, of course, one of the good news stories of last year's BritBowl, shook off years of disappointments in the final and finally claimed a title against the Coventry Cougars last year. They've got players in here such as Daniel Schofield, who I believe is coming to his 5th BritBowl.
Yeah, they like to start them off young at Chorley. We played against them all season with the Redbeards and the Blackbeards, and one of the kids was a mere 6 years old when he started. Turbo Sam was his name. No, he actually sacked one of my quarterbacks in one of the games, which was quite funny because he ran round the back and just stood there and just pulled this tag down. He didn't have a clue he was even there.
So this is Harry Coyne looking, getting the ball off.
Great reception by the number 636.
And that's Daniel Schofield, the man we were talking about there. Mr. BritBowl experience himself. He'll have been there last year when the Buccaneers won. They're facing a pretty tough opposition here in the London Blitz. They're in their second year of operation, but they've had a good start. This was the last match that was played here was a 2020 draw between these two, which Chorley were winning 2012 late on, and Blitz came back, grabbed an equaliser through a 2-point conversion. We hope it's this exciting in the final.
And there they go, that's the number 28 again. That's Kian Chadwick. Taking Chorley over for the first down there.
Chorley's vociferous support in the background there, you can see tearing the stadium down from the back.
Doing a bit of remodelling in the stands there.
If there's one thing that Chorley are, they're very passionate on the sideline. You wait till they're on defence.
Neil, you talked to Keith Schofield recently for pulling the flag. What was his thoughts coming into this game? Was he pretty confident about victory?
I think he was quietly confident after...
Great turn, great run there by the number 28.
Yeah, I think after last year they had great success. They did lose, I think, 7 guys that moved up to age, but they've managed to replenish pretty well. He's one of those kind of guys that he won't outwardly say, like, we're going to go and win, but he definitely had a good vibe about it. But they are very much about the development of the players as much as anything else, not necessarily the trophy at the end of the day.
And coaching at this level is so interesting because you don't just take a core of players and keep them for 15 years. They have the transitions. So here we have... Is he in? He's a lot shorter.
Had that flag pulled. They're using that short dump-off route to the left almost. That's the third time they've run that play now.
When you've got so much turnover in players, so much of this comes down to coaching, being able to make people fit to a scheme and fulfill their potential, and Keith Schofield is one of the best at the moment in the UK at helping these kids really shine.
So what is Keith's background?
I think he's gone into it with a group of coaches, I think himself and Ian Nicholson, and they've just developed a bunch of kids from the start, really, and just kept feeding kids through. And then
touchdown!
He's doing it.
That's that number 28.
Well, they waited a little while there to call that. It thought something might have happened, but Chorley open it up, and listen to that stand roar.
That's Kian Chadwick again. Blitz seemed to be questioning that call. Not sure whether he
They
stepped out
don't
of
look like they're
bounds.
reacting particularly well to it, so it looks like it might be called back.
They're calling it back, and they're saying looks like the referee's indicating a 4th down.
4th and short.
4th and short.
Keith's not happy,
So it
and
looks
neither
like
are the crowd.
there was a flagpole there. The referee seems to be indicating a
The
flagpole.
little guy in the background's pretty happy though. He's got some moves.
Here we go. This is not far away at all. This is probably about a yard or less. That's a pretty last-ditch tackle from the Blitz. They got a regular 12th man coming up behind us here.
Ian Oxborough telling the crowd to quiet so they can hear the play.
It's going to be a hook. It's going to be a hook on the goal line. Let's get really close.
Here he goes. This one's happening. 4th down. Very short. He's going to look left.
Oh, wide
Easy.
Daniel
easy.
Schofield in the end
Wide
zone.
open.
Keith's son, he must be happy. Going back to the point about Keith Schofield, his background, he's got a great bunch of coaches on the sideline in Ian Oxborough, Ian Hargreaves, who both chip in so much to help him. It's not just a one-man job, so it is a team effort.
Coyne's looking to extend this lead here. Currently 6-0. He's looked well. That's
Over the back
probably
corner.
a little bit high. So that still remains Chorley Buccaneers 6, London Blitz 0. So all credit to the Bucks there. They thought they got a touchdown. They were denied.
There he goes.
And they came straight back on that 4th down, punched it in, and that man had room to spare.
Chorley using the short dump off for the run plays there. That was working well for them. Let's see what the London Blitz can come up with. And as Neil mentioned, the Chorley defence of crowd really making their presence in the stands.
He's tackled him.
Can barely hear ourselves think.
That's Luca Coit there with that run. He's got moves, that kid.
Thought he'd broken through, but I think he got his flag pulled about 5 yards short of the halfway line. So we've got a counter chant being set up here by the London Blitz supporters. Very vociferous crowd in the stands behind us.
This is by far the longest, the loudest final we've had from the stands. It's extremely good to hear.
So looking at a 3rd down for the London Blitz here. Still about 5 yards to go.
So this is the first we've seen of the Blitz offense. He's looking for the draw play. He's gone over the top.
And he's got his man. Got his man there, Arlo Smith, number 86. Secures that 1st down for the Blitz.
One of the things the London Blitz do so well, what we found out today, is they do play action really well and then get the quick outs to the wide receivers. If you watch the rest of this drive, I'm pretty sure you'll see a couple of quick outs.
Well, of course, relying on the fact that at this level you see a lot more running plays than maybe you do at the adult level.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. You've got to try and throw a bit of trickery. And there we go.
25.
And that's Vincent Benson there with the run, and they're just quietly ticking the ball down the field.
Chorley are possibly the best team in the league at shutting down the run, though. They generally, as a rule, don't let you get many yards on the run. We found that this season. We tried at the beginning of the season to run on them. We had to adapt our game massively to break down their defence, mostly with pass play.
Deep ball there.
For it, looking over the top.
Oh!
It's incomplete. Tyler Edwards looking for the haymaker there.
And it nearly came off just for some very tight marking there by the Chorley Bucks.
one of the interesting things about the Chorley Buccaneers defence as well, they very, very rarely blitz, which is quite rare for teams at under 13. They generally do see a team that will blitz.
And he's there.
Tyler on the slant. Hits his man, but a nice flag pull stops that touchdown. Looking at 4th down and about a yard further, Blitz there.
Tyler Edwards looking to unlock this Chorley defence on his first try. He's going for the pass. He's going long for the pass.
And that's it.
Touchdown, London. Looking right up in the corner there. So that's London have levelled it up at 6 apiece. They could go ahead if they get this extra point here.
Looked like a false start to me. No flag.
He's looking loop again. And he's got him.
And that's 7-6 London over Chorley.
Could be controversial. Definitely looked like there was a false start. The referee didn't pick it up.
Of course, this is nothing new to Chorley. Chorley were down by 2 touchdowns against Coventry to start last year.
They're the comeback kings, Chorley. We played them so many times this year where we were ahead, and they managed to come back and beat us. So, yeah, they won't put that game off, not in the slightest little bit.
Well, we have this opportunity in the break and play. Neil, you've taken the Leicester Huntsmen to their first league season this year. Seen massive improvement from the team.
Absolutely, we've been fantastic. I mean, I can't speak highly enough about our guys. We've come from nothing to guys who couldn't even catch a ball 6 months ago, who became 3rd in the National League. I mean, you can't ask for anything more than that. Just a shame, really. We couldn't quite just get over the line and get into the final. But yeah, outstanding. I'm so proud of them. What can you say? It's
quite a young side as well.
Yeah. All underage, all eligible to play in the cadets. So that's a bonus. Yeah, the youngest player for our guys was 10 years old. But we unfortunately will lose. Well, depending on the age brackets for next year, but we will lose half of that team when we move up to juniors, so we'll have to pretty much start again with the juniors, because they're going to be playing against much bigger kids. But yeah, we've got a good team ready for next year as well, so we'll go again and hopefully we can get back.
There's Coyne looking outside, quick dump off pass there to Nathan Smalley. He looks like he's short by about 4 yards. Maybe 3 yards.
Yeah. And this is bringing up 4th down now for Chorley.
Nathan Smalley actually injured his ankle in the first game today. We wasn't sure he was going to be able to play for the rest of the day, so it's great to see him out there. You always want your kids to be able to play in these games. So all credit to him for getting through the day and being able to play. Let's hope he maintains it.
And it's a late one for these under-13s as well. It's been a long day for them.
To be honest, I think had my team made the final, I think my parents would have been a bit annoyed, to be honest, because the rugby's on in a bit, so I think most of them wanted to get home and watch that.
He's looking open in the middle. Oh! Just short of the pass.
Wow.
Smalley open there.
Just drops the ball.
With the first down gaping. And that's going to be a turnover on downs, giving the Blitz a chance to increase their lead. Currently, Blitz 7, Buccaneers 6, and that's a pretty close play.
That was Coach Schofield talking on the sidelines to his quarterback there. Some sort of breakdown in communication between the QB and the receiver. And it's a run play.
That's going to be a run play. I mean, Neil, you played the Blitz this season. How are they? What are they like to compete against?
Well, we only played them against them once, which was today in the second game of the round robin. They're very, how can I put it? They've got a massive squad, and some of the kids that they've actually got are massive. So you're playing against quite a bit of height in there. So the playbook isn't actually that extravagant. They just run off a few plays and just drilled in well, and the QB's got an arm on him for sure. So.
And there it is. There's that arm. Oh!
But he's the guy, number 21. He's their main threat.
That was Luca who pulled in the touchdown and the extra point, I think, on that previous Blitz drive. Just couldn't do enough to bring it down there.
I actually had the opportunity to referee one of their games earlier on in the league season when I went down to Northampton, and he was a standout player for them then as well. It wouldn't surprise me one bit if he ends up getting the MVP award for the tournament.
There he is. Tyler Edwards looking back to throw. He's going to launch it again. He's got it.
Oh, what a catch. Oh, and a tag as well. Outstanding tackle there.
Number 25 again there, Vincent Benson. He's been another standout player for the Blitz already in this game.
So when a team like the Blitz have demonstrated that they can test you deep, what do? Do you move your safeties further back and hope that they just take 4 or 5 yards underneath?
Yeah, exactly that. You have to get your corners to drop off a little bit, track them all the way, and if you're playing zone, and then hope for the best that your safeties can be able to read it, to be honest.
Well, that was almost a hit and hope, because that number 25, Vincent, isn't the tallest player by any stretch on the field, but he still went up and got that ball.
To be honest, they didn't actually go deep on us that much earlier today. It was a lot of quick outs and sweeps, to be honest. The only times they did go deep was when they were sort of strolling towards the end. It wasn't really something that we actually dealt really well with it. They didn't really get behind us in that respect. So it is a bit of a surprise to see Chorley getting beat over the top, because they are very good.
It's interesting you were talking earlier about the lack of blitz. I think the lack of blitz allowed that to happen, because the QB had all sorts of time. Exactly. There he is again, number 21, Luca. Has he taken it in? No, he hasn't. Referee's indicating he stepped out of bounds at about the 4-yard line.
And it was a good job for Chorley that he did, because they weren't stopping him going down that sideline.
Absolutely not. I think they were all fooled by that play. They seem to be able to conceal that handoff quite well.
I think there's an interesting point, a little bit of a narrative to this final that might be quite interesting as well. Chorley have only got 7 players here, whereas London have got around about 20. And after a long day, being able to mix your side up isn't so much of an advantage.
It looks like a contact sideline over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, drop down there.
That was number 25 again, Vincent Benson. That name we're hearing a lot of this afternoon. Just bounced off his chest and back onto the ground.
Chorley, 2v1 and you have 2 timeouts.
Is that a 2-minute warning indicated by the refs there?
Keith Schofield, Deeth in conversation there.
Third down now for the Blitz. No Blitz.
He's looped it up again.
Luca again.
Almost identical there. Again, just hikes it up to Luca Coit. I'm saying hike and hoy a lot. But they've added another touchdown. So that's going to put it at 13-6, pending the extra point. 13 to the Blitz, 6 to the Buccaneers Redbeards.
Yep, that's done.
They're looking for the extra point here, pushing it over the middle.
And that's it.
It kind of just landed into his body there.
Do you think at this stage the lack of blitzing is costing the Buccaneers? It seems that the Blitz QB has all sorts of time to find his man.
Yeah, I think they do need to get some kind of pressure on him. He seems to be able to just stand in the backfield, just pick out his man all day long there. I know from experience that the QB, if you can get to him, he's not the most mobile, so maybe it's something they need to look at for the second half.
Of course, this is still only a 1-score game. It's an 8-point game, but it's a 1-score game.
Chorley looking a bit tired. Let's see what they can do on this drive.
Harry Coyne now, looking back, pitch. He's got a bit of a break on him.
Maybe
That's a touchdown-saving
flag guard in there, maybe. But no.
flag pull.
Yeah. You've got to be careful in these situations that you don't either start swiping the flag, start helping the hand away from the flag, or in one case, as we had in the last game, just trucking the player.
Drop that shoulder and level him.
Number 8, Harry Coyne, has been absolutely outstanding at quarterback all season. He's got the game there. He knows his reads.
And it's another
Looking for a pass, looking for a run again. Just stepping out of bounds, conserving a bit of time.
Sorry, Mike.
good blitz cover there, forcing him out to the sideline.
Just going back to Harry Coyne, I'd like to see him take a shot. He has got the arm strength. For the time that's left on the clock, I would like to see him go for it.
Okay, we've got Coach Schofield on the side there. Not happy about something.
That's one of the good things about under 13s football as well. It's like you are actually allowed on the field. It's not something I do myself. Very rarely I go on, but it's a nice little advantage.
It's a gift that coaches need to not abuse, presumably.
Yeah, exactly.
There's the run play again for...
That's really lucky.
Just that last turn took that flag off him. Brings it up to the about the 6-7 yard line for Chorley. 6-7 yards to go up the halfway.
Brings up 4th down. So Chorley will go in, if they don't get this, Chorley will go in with an 8-point deficit unless the Blitz can put something together. This is a little worry in the back of their minds at this point, is that they've got to extend this drive to the half, even if they don't score, because otherwise you don't want to give the Blitz a chance to score. Because they get the ball to start the second half.
So we have the Blitz. It's another. It's a copy of the previous drive for the Chorley Bucks there. Got the 4th down and about 5 yards. Hit the receiver, but the receiver dropped the ball, unfortunately.
So this is like a last-minute no-lose gift for the Blitz. We say no-lose, they could come up with a pick 6 and could go horribly wrong, but they've got an opportunity that they can either decide to extend their lead or just eke it out. As they remember, as we've said, they get the ball to start the second half. They have an 8-point lead.
Interesting that they're not put number 14 on yet. I mean, the guy's about 6 foot tall. You think this would be a perfect opportunity to throw him in there?
Oh, he's got a pick!
We've got a pick!
He's got a pick!
And he's still going. And he's down.
His legs just went from underneath him there.
He's
It's
just
been a long
utterly
day.
worn out.
It's been a long day. He just wanted to lie down, bless him.
And that's actually saved them a lot of time. So instead of converting on 4th down, you just let them have one play and pick it off.
You've let them get you an extra 10 yards.
That's why Keith went on. That was in the playbook. Listen, guys. This is how we're going to do it. Must remember to put that one in.
So this brings the Chorley Bucks to about the 10 yard. 10 yards to go to the Blitz goal line.
So this is a huge opportunity for Chorley now to make something interesting coming into this second half break. And he's in!
Wow!
Look for the celebration. No.
He's given it.
Touchdown has been given by the
Rigby
referees.
snakes his way through about 2 or 3 potential Blitz tacklers, and well, they're going for 2 or 1.
When he scored in the round robin, he gave a very strange celebration. He just kind of like stared into the air, and everyone was a bit like, "What was he doing?"
Okay.
So currently 14-12. They've got a decision to make about what they're going to do for the extra point, and they've decided it's going to be 1. So currently Blitz 14, Buccaneers 12. What happens here? It's a low snap, but he's fielded that quite well, Coyne. He looks over the middle. There are Blitz players everywhere, and that's a no good.
Fantastic diving stop from the number 21.
So the London Blitz lead 14-12 over the Chorley Buccaneers as we close in half. But, you know, that point aside, that's an unexpected touchdown bonus for the Buccaneers.
That was just some excellent play. Not quite sure how long's left in the half.
And it can't be very long at all.
But if the Bucks can just get this stop here.
They're running a motion. Faked it. Oh!
And it's dropped.
And that's the faceplant reverse.
We're getting the thumbs up there, look.
So the Blitz now having an opportunity to get that lead back. We don't have very long to do it. Chorley crowd trying to get their Bucks back in this game. Here we are with second down.
Luca
Edwards with a fake and a pass off, and the run makes a few yards. They'll probably be quite happy to let this one go. But
7 seconds, that's their final timeout. Sorry? Well, every time the clock stops within 2 minute warning, yeah, please. Just to let us know. Thank you.
And it's a run. Is that Luca again? Luca,
he's just going to try and get the
coat, and he's
that's probably should end
managed
it.
to get that much. Maybe a yard, and that's the half.
So 14-12. The Buccaneers open the scoring. The Blitz look like they're trying to threaten to sneak away, and then suddenly, almost out of nowhere, Bucks come up with a massive defensive play, and it's only a 2-point game.
Converted that interception, and it's a whole different ballgame. As you say, Blitz start with the ball, but the Buccaneers have done enough to very much keep themselves in this game. It's going to be a very exciting second half.
Neil, if you've got an under-13 team in the huddle here at half-time, maybe you've got this game is pretty much on a knife edge. What do you say to your players at this time?
The first thing you do is just tell them that they're still in it. You've got to let them know that they're right in the game.
Well, that's a great picture there of the coach doing exactly that.
You then sort of like go through your tactics of what you want to adjust on, and just motivation, really. Just give them everything that you can to make them believe that they're still in it. You don't want any heads to drop. Sometimes it can be hard just to get them to focus on you because they can be so distracted at this age. But just keep them focused.
I think if anybody can keep them focused, it's going to be Coach Schofield. I mean, look at the passion on that guy's face. He hasn't stopped gesticulating since he got in the middle of that huddle. He's really rallying his troops. Look at that man go.
And of course backed up there by Coach Oxborough, who's been a constant presence through the Buccaneers' run to this final. I think the London Blitz coach on this other side is possibly going to need a loudhailer there. He's got 20 players to communicate with there. He's got a slightly different problem. They've got a compact Chorley side. Of course, the London Blitz have got the rotation thing to think about here. They've got to be strategic about who they put in where, and they've also got to give the kids a chance to get in this game.
Very much. He seems to have worked pretty much the same rotation as Neil said earlier on. There's quite a few of certainly the taller players still standing on the sideline, haven't been used in the first half. You wonder if they're going to be brought in the second half.
This is where you do have your struggles, because if you've got a squad that big, I mean, I had 10 today, and at times you want to get your guys on, but if you're in such a tight game, you've got to try and keep what you think are your strongest players out there. So it is a case of you might find that some of these guys don't get on the field, which is a bit of a disappointment, but if you've got that many guys, it's so difficult.
I think that can even happen at the adult level. We noticed today the Predators game, the Predators I think had 14 on their squad and probably used about 8 of those guys. There was certainly quite a number that never got any game time, but that seems to be what you have to do at this level to win.
So we can start off the second half. Of course, the Blitz will have the ball to resume this one. They have a 14-12 lead, and this first drive, while not game-defining, will be crucial for the Blitz and the Buccaneers.
Definitely. It's all going to be about how Chorley's going to respond.
Edwards now gets the snap, fakes out 2, looks over the middle, it's a drop, it's Vincent Benson popping up there again.
He had been a sure pair of hands. I think he has dropped the last 2.
credit to all the kids that are out there as well, because it's 7:10 now, and these guys thought they'd have been home long. Exactly, yeah. They should have played their final at 3:30, so they should have been long gone now. So
this is probably the latest any game tournament has happened in BritBowl this season.
It does make you wonder whether they need to look at next year's structure, because I'm not sure we can have this again next year, kids playing at this time of day. And bear in mind, this could have been even further back had the juniors maybe played their last round robin game as well, so I think it is something to be looked at for next season.
Indeed, this is a kind of a nascent time for the youth system. Very recently, a bit of a reorganisation under Baffa, and this is all a learning experience for everyone, I suppose, but it's slightly unusual to see people out this late.
Well, I remember we played in the adults Nuola tournament at the end of
it's a pick!
And it's a pick by number 32.
There's flags on the field. Is that a flag guard? He tried to dislodge a Blitz player.
I'm pretty sure that's flag guarding.
I think there's a bit of a stiff arm used there. So that's Nathan Smalley with the pick there. Ran it back for a seeming touchdown, but I think the flags on the play will mean that's going to be called back.
And just like in that last year's final, Chorley's first line of offence seems to be their defence. Getting great field position off several picks if this does stand.
Their defence is outstanding. It is the backbone of their side. It is
he actually had a blocking foul on the defence. So that's a Blitz penalty.
So this is going to be a first down.
Wow.
To the Buccaneers.
So that's going to take the Chorley Bucks to a... Wow, that's going to take them to the one... less than the 1 yard line.
Yikes.
No, Lewis, stay on. Lewis, stay on.
That's something else.
32, there he is.
So if you've got a William Refrigerator Perry in your side, this is your time to start barreling in.
They have. He's number 49, Aaron Rigby. He's a great running back. Wants to power through the middle. Obviously, where's the spot? Where is it?
It's short.
Oh, okay, so it's no run zone then. But maybe they'll put a swing pass out to him.
If anything, this makes life slightly harder for them. They've got to negotiate a pass play with very little room there.
Exactly.
They like the corners.
There's no blitz. They are not blitzing. Back corner.
Over in the back corner. He's got it!
Yes, he has. He must have done. Yeah.
It's given a touchdown and the Buccaneers lead!
Look at that. The coach is willing the crowd to will the players on. It's fantastic here.
So now it's 18 for the Buccaneers. 14 for the Blitz, pending this extra point, and that's extremely good concentration for the Buccaneers. They're getting the feet in the end zone or just dropping the body in the end zone.
Just lay down with that ball.
As long as nothing's out of bounds, if you just flop down on your face, it doesn't really matter.
We've got little Nathan Smalley again on the sidelines, turning to the crowd in the stands and just pumping his fist at them, urging them to urge on the team.
Notice the London Blitz are still playing zone.
He's got a man over there. He's not looking again. He's going to try and get. Oh, it's a very long. Oh,
what a grab!
Pick that one out.
That was something.
Something that's quite rare at this point is you don't see an awful lot of zone when you're defending your own end zone at this age level. It is primarily most teams go to man. So
it's a reaching grab for Kean Chadwick there to set up a 19-14 game here. So the Buccaneers leading 19-14 over the London Blitz. The Blitz can now respond, but that was slightly unexpected.
Well, they've done it again. They've turned points from turnover as what's made the difference for this Chorley side.
Looks like London Blitz are turning to more of the taller players now. Number 14 is on.
He's a bit of a monster, isn't he?
He certainly is. Oh, here he goes again.
The monster they needed. It was another reception from Luca Coit there. The go-to player for the Blitz has done it for them again.
So the Blitz bringing in their tall, older players, taking that height advantage there. But if there's one thing that the Buccaneers have demonstrated so far this game is that they make the tackle even if they're outmatched in the height department. But this is possibly turning into a potential shootout here. Edwards again drops back to throw. He's got to get the first down. He has got the first down. That's the number 14, number 14, Nathan Hexter, sorry. He's getting that ball over the middle and turned that into a very, very solid first down gain. They're going to get that ball about midway through. And it's a short 4 downs for a touchdown.
Blitz realising the seriousness of this situation, they're going all out to get that lead back. Chorley, by their credit, still whooping up the crowd. Crowd still very vocal.
He's got the pants first.
Another hand up.
Hope those shorts are stretchy.
To Luca there, Luca Coit, getting a few yards for the Blitz.
They ran that play quite a few times against us, quite effective. Definitely one they favour. Let's see what they can do, see if they can punch it in. Crowd are going wild behind us.
He's dropping back off the shotgun again. He's looking over the left-hand side. It's not being hauled in. So now we're going to bring up a third down.
Very close there. Luca being the go-to guy for most of the game.
And he's making him try and pull off these sort of diving catches on that one.
Luca was on, then he was off, then he came back on, now he's gone off again.
So Edwards getting it again. It's going to be a pass. He's looking to the back corner of the end zone.
Nice.
He is in, number 25.
Vincent Benson again.
There's that name. He had a couple of drops earlier on. Made no qualms about pulling that one in.
The situation we started the drive talking about the taller players that have put on the team, and it's one of the smaller ones that's a sure pair of hands as they need that touchdown.
Good, it's good to see. Just goes to show they don't need to rely on that height.
And that was a great route. He was well open in that back corner.
Definitely.
So it's 20-19 now. Blitz leading 20-19 against the Buccaneers pending this extra point. And he's brought it in.
Yeah, extra point's good.
5, Alexander Edwards.
21-19 now to the Blitz.
So we have the shootout that we've been talking about. It's score for score here.
Can we attribute that to good play? Maybe a bit of tiredness? The late hour?
Well, it could be so many different things as you get in there, and having a bigger squad when people are getting tired and late on.
For sure,
they start rotating people in and start making a real difference.
Well, the Blitz came out on that drive looking very determined to get that lead back, and that's exactly what they've done. Now it's up to Chorley to respond. They've certainly got the passion. Have they got the energy to do it?
Watch out for Aaron Rigby in the backfield again. No, they fake it to him this time.
And he's
going long. Harry Coyne to...
I think that's too long.
It's almost picked off.
He's asking an awful lot of Nathan Smalley there. He's got two men on him going down the field.
Double covered. Vincent Benson nearly taking the pick there.
And he's got a bit of space, but that's not sometimes the risk that you need to take in a game that's only a couple of points away.
It is the worry, isn't it, that you start to get a bit concerned, start going for the deep ball, then you give yourself maybe a little too much to do. It's only second down though.
I always admire a team that goes for it on first down.
You've been watching too much New York Jets.
That's it, exactly.
Nobody can watch too much New York Jets.
He's going.
Nice run there with Neil's pick for the running back spot, Aaron Rigby.
So he's eaten up a bit of that gap now, but they've still got a fair way to go, and it's third down.
Interesting that the Chorley team haven't used their stack formation yet. They used it quite a lot against us today. Maybe they're saving it for later in the game, I don't know. It was pretty effective earlier on.
There we have third down. Chorley in the bunch.
No blitz this time again.
He's got plenty of space. He's just got to complete something, and he has.
Oh, he's wrapped it up.
And that set up another one of those tricky fourth and shorts for Chorley.
Number 32, Nathan Smalley again on that reception.
So the key here is just they've still got time. They're only down by 2 points. They don't need to do anything too crazy. But crucially, they need to get this short first down. Come a bit short on a couple of occasions.
Bunch formation.
He's got a man on that left-hand side.
Somebody has to turn.
And he's looking, it's going to be too high!
Just out of reach. Very tight coverage there by the Blitz. Not any separation. Not enough to get that reception.
I think Coyne was waiting for something to develop late there, a couple of early shots, and he was thinking, well, let's see how these players can grab an opening against this Blitz defence. And in the end, there just wasn't a great deal there, and he had to kind of throw it into coverage against some pretty tall players. Everybody
seemed to congregate around that halfway line and not really given many options. Wasn't a lot of space there.
So this tricky Blitz offence gets the ball again.
So let's see if can Chorley make it 3 on a turnover. There's the run. Nice snag there.
Yeah, great tag.
Of course, most of the great offensive drive for the Buccaneers have started with a defensive play.
Well, last 2 scores for them. Looks like that was actually a tackle for a loss there by Chorley.
Exceptional play, like Neil says, against the run again today. Into second down. Edwards goes back, looks into space, looks out, and that's a little bit too high for his man there.
Couldn't quite corral it.
Brings up a third down.
Unfortunately, the Blitz player is too short, and it means his shirt wrinkles, and I can't read his number, so we have no idea who that was. But he looked very good. Yeah, it could be 82. Daryl Mitu.
Again, the Chorley 12th man charges into action.
Certainly seems to be making the difference here today, John.
Yeah,
looking for the...
Edwards looking over the middle, finds number 86, Arlo Smith, and that's shortened it a little bit, but we're still looking at a 4th and pretty long.
Very good cover, though, by the Chorley DB there, number 56.
Well, one of the sort of defining achievements of Chorley through this game has really been to make sure that each completion stops round about there. There haven't been too many short passes broken out into long gains. They're just getting those flags, and there are some teams at adult level that find that hard to do.
Very much. Again, boding well for the future of flag football when these kids take those skills into the junior and senior level.
Absolutely. The future of the game.
Edwards going long, he's looking outside, he's got a man, he's just got a hand tackle!
He tagged him just short. That was something else.
He took the flag, he was going to take the waistband as well, he just dived in on that one.
The Blitz go-to guy, Luca Coit, took the reception, spun his man, and it was up to the Chorley Bucks defender to just make a last-ditch effort, took that flag inches before he crossed the halfway line. Turnover on downs.
Coach Oxborough getting psyched on the sideline there, and rightly so. They've kept this game tight. It's only a 2-point game once again, and they've got a chance to eat into that, or, you know, chuck themselves past them. A few of today's referees who are not participating in this game, sitting on the sidelines in tracksuits there, and well done to them for refereeing what must have been an extremely busy day for them. Again, you know, these people go around the country and help maintain the sport that we all love, and so kudos to them.
Many thanks to them as well. The Zebras out in force today, hashtagging Zebras on tour.
I know some of our mums fell in love with Jed today.
Jed's a lovely man.
Hunt's mums. They were all over him.
Could that be a hashtag, Neil? Hunt's mums.
Hunt's mums. I've been trying to get them to form a team, but I don't think they're too keen on the idea.
Bring up a second down.
No.
It's a fumble snap. Well, not fumble snap, fumble handoff.
So that makes it a little very difficult now for the Chorley Bucks on third down.
Here we are, third down. And pretty much everything. And again, apologises to the viewers at home who maybe the NFL games on Sunday may just be starting at this point.
By the time we finish today. So he's going deep again.
Has he got it?
Oh! Surely that must have been I was looking for a pass interference call there.
Didn't look like the cornerback was looking.
Blitz DB had his back to the ball, seemed to be obscuring the Chorley receiver.
That's the second time we've seen a very similar setup there. Coyne looking long for his man and under double coverage, having to kind of dip into that crowd.
1-2-5.
So this is going to bring up a long 4th down.
Talk a lot about pivotal plays, pivotal moments in these games. This could be the one for the Chorley Bucks. Still 2 points down. Really starting to eat into the second half now. They really need to make this conversion.
Coyne's going to take this one from shotgun.
Blitz haven't been blitzing. Should give the Chorley QB plenty of time to pick his man.
He's got to get to the halfway line to do it. He's looking long. He's not long enough.
Oh! The reception made, but midfield and the flags pulled immediately.
He was asking a little bit of Daniel Schofield there to make up the ground he needed for the first down. Maybe there just wasn't anyone really available deep for him, but he just had to kind of complete that and hope that somebody broke a couple of tackles. So the Blitz take over the ball on downs.
I would have liked to have seen maybe a live QB play there, giving him a bit of a different option, a different look.
Well, he's certainly got the arm. I'm not sure why he didn't go for halfway there, but
could possibly
worked out for him.
As they weren't being blitzed, maybe giving him a bit more time on the throw.
So can the Chorley D do it again?
What price another pick here?
I wouldn't put it past Chorley the way they played all season. They are the comeback kings.
They've got the never say die attitude.
Absolutely.
And the crowd are still as vocal as ever.
So which blitz are we going to see here on offense? They had 4 and out on the last one. They were devastatingly close, but
oh, the handoff again dropped by number 21, Luca Coit.
Looked like a snap issue.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought it was a snap. Exactly what we were saying earlier now, rotating more of the younger players in, giving them a bit more of a game. Some of these guys out there look dead on their feet. I mean, they have literally been here since around about 10 o'clock this morning.
Quite in motion. Fakes it out, runs it out to...
And that's a tackle for a loss by Chorley again, stopping that run.
Looks like this Linanzi, Zach Linanzi.
Number 8.
Not someone we've seen too much of today, but looked pretty sure on that handoff.
One more time. Let's have a stop. It's time. It's time here, guys. Let's go. Come on, Blitz! Lewis, attack this ball.
Ref checking the time there.
And again, as we run down the time on our 3rd BritBowl, it's been a little bit longer than we were expecting, and we'd like to say, pulling the flag, we'd like to say a big thank you to the team at Nathan Rae Productions who have been so patient with us today in their first BritBowl, and thank you very much to these guys for making it so special for all of us.
Oh, Luca Coit on the run again, just pulls in time. Looked to have been stopped short, but the flag was missed. Managed to make another 10 yards maybe.
55 coach. 55.
This is going to be another crucial play for Blitz.
Not as many yards as I thought. They seem to have brought that back quite a distance. Looking about, looks like the Blitz have got about 9 yards to go to the halfway line on 3rd down.
There's Edwards dropping back to throw, looking over the middle. He's got that catch, Luca again.
He's the go-to guy.
They just don't seem to know what to do to stop him.
So that brings up a fresh set of downs for the London Blitz, who were leading 21-19 against the Chorley Buccaneers. We're deep into the heart of the second half here.
Not sure if I haven't seen an indication from one of the Chorley players that there was 5 minutes left on the clock.
Now certainly would not be a good time for a power cut. It's getting very dark out here.
I don't know about the kids, it's certainly getting way past my bedtime. And it's another handoff there to one of the smallest running backs I've ever seen in my entire life.
Not quite as short as Turbo Sam, but he's around it. I think the best thing about the age group these guys playing is like literally kids getting to play this kind of ball. I mean, yeah, the time isn't great that they're playing at right now, but to be cheered on by so many people in the stands, backing them all the way, I'm very envious, if I'm being honest. I would love to have been in this final, but it's great for the kids. It really is.
And it's another handoff to number 8.
Goes again,
Look at the speed he's got there. Size doesn't count against him in any way.
Sometimes,
legs that he's got.
Sometimes as well, they are the hardest players to tackle because they are literally so short. And if you've got guys that are a foot taller, getting down that low to get the tag can be really, really difficult.
We talked about the length of the day that we've had today. People have been here since 10 o'clock in the morning. Certainly hasn't dampened the spirits or the enthusiasm of the crowd behind us. Still as loud as ever, willing both of these teams on to win this final.
Well, this is a battle of wills at the minute, and the crowd have got part of that will.
Got that right.
Again, it's one of the best things about youth football. You probably don't get this at seniors. You just wouldn't get that many people in the
We've not had this level in, and that is the game. Wow. Well, we missed the 2-minute warning there, guys, and that's it. That's the ball game, as they say.
And that's a win for the London Blitz. So with that, we've got to say goodbye to Neil Wymer. But Neil, it's been an interesting season for under-13s.
Absolutely, it's been fantastic. There are times this year where I didn't even know it's going to happen. So to see the final just take place in what was a very well fought final, brilliant. Can't wait till next year, see what we can do personally and bring on the challenge. Thanks, guys. I'm going to shoot now because it is way past my bedtime. So
we'll see you later, Neil, and good luck for next season.
All right, then. Thanks, guys. See you soon.
See you later, Neil.
So this is the victorious London Blitz here, officially signing off their season, and they're elated. With that energy that they've got back now, they're imagining how much a win can give you.
Those kids are absolutely loving it out there.
Saw a couple of backflips out there. I think our days of backflips are well and truly numbered, Mike.
I've pulled my back a while ago. I don't know about backflips. Those kids are absolutely loving it.
And a couple of words, of course, for the Chorley Buccaneers, who were winners here last year and were so close again this year. Extremely good defensive side, came up with some excellent stops in the and some great picks and just some real heart in that team.
Absolutely. I mean, to say that they've got 7 or 8 players that have played both ways, they've got a fantastic defensive unit, a great coach in Coach Schofield. To come short by 2 points is tough. They've done so much today, but full credit to them. Either team would have deserved this. It's just the London Blitz that came out on top.
And the Blitz are invading the stands.
They've gone up to mob their travelling support here to thank them for powering them through to that win in the final.
I hope they've got the energy to get back down the stairs again. It seems like an awful job for them.
I think we've got a few refs in the stand there. May need to throw a few flags for the excessive celebration up there, but it's fantastic to see.
But this is the players here. It's not just the players that won this. Some of the parents have been here through thick and thin, taking their kids to training, back from training, giving them support, giving them, the backup that they needed to get here today. And they've just been piled on here late at the Keepmo Stadium. So kudos to the parents, kudos to the London Blitz. Coventry's parents, they're in a huddle in the middle of the field there. They can be extremely proud of what they've achieved here. Some quiet dignity there for the Buccaneers, and simply put, they've just been an absolute credit to the under-13 levels all season.
Both of these teams have the level of participation, the level of coaching, just the standard of play that these kids have exhibited. If they can carry this forward into the junior and senior levels, the sport is going to be far better for it.
This is, of course, the Blitz's second year as an organisation at under-13 level. Buccaneers been there a couple of years longer. They'll be back once again. Definitely. They've had upheaval, as you always do at this level, when the kids get older, when they get they move up to a higher level of age groups, and they move on to different teams, some of them. But a coach like Keith Schofield, and of course his coaching staff, including Coach Oxborough, they're going to regroup the players that have to come back and prime them for another assault on this title. And the ones that maybe aren't coming back to this squad, well, we wish them the best of luck.
Yes, we do.
So there's the referees. The referees getting some well-deserved credit for an extremely long day. We can't stress this enough, that it's not a heavy contact sport, but it's a sport that takes it out of you if it's a long day.
And a lot of these guys, like a lot of people here today, have travelled quite a distance to come and do this, and it's a late finish for all of us. So credit to the Zebra squad here, getting their finals medals.
And we might not have seen too much of him heard too much of him on the commentary, or seen too much of him around, but we'd like to say a great big thank you to Daniel McGill here, our trusty PTF scoring man, who's been keeping you up to date on Facebook all day. Even though so many things keep happening, he has to keep tapping away at that stuff. So while we've had the ability to just waffle and waffle and waffle, he has to make cogent sentences for you all. And they had to be accurate and everything.
I'm very impressed, John, as the temperature's dropped here, he still continues to stand in his t-shirt. I'm absolutely freezing here in my hoodie, and it's probably tropical conditions down here for somebody from Scotland, but that's testament to the hardiness of the lads up there.
Doncaster is like a summer holiday. So this is the final one here, and another thing that we mentioned earlier on, and that we can't say enough, is that the team from Nathan Rae Productions, who have been with us all day from about 11:30, weren't expecting to be here quite so long, but they've been extremely professional and an extremely good outfit to live stream this with us. So anything that you have in mind for your live streaming needs, there's a shameless plug for me. So there it is. It's the enormous London Blitz side about to receive their credit.
That's fantastic from the Blitz. They've formed a channel for the runners-up, the Chorley Buccaneers, to walk down, being applauded by that team. Very, very good sportsmanship there.
And the Buccaneers have been here before as winners, and they've been here before as losers, and I don't doubt that this organisation will be back at some point soon.
They're a solid organisation, extremely well supported, well coached. This travelling support has been fantastic. We've not heard volume like this all day. Real credit to the families there.
Exceptional flag football organisation.
Before we do that, play for you guys.
So as we've mentioned here before, plate control becomes even more important as we get late into the evening.
Well, there's all sorts of reflective possibilities. We've got the spotlights here reflecting on the plate, could dazzle somebody at any given moment. So really tricky times here. But I think Chorley are more than up to this challenge as they secure that plate, that runners-up plate, very well. Well deserved.
And they've got a bank of photographers, from parents to coaches there, willing them on.
Very proud mums and dads there, and rightly so.
It might not feel like a victory because it wasn't in the final, but this is the finalists of a competition that has spanned many, many games. These kids have played 20 games through their regular season and played a round robin here today in what feels like it lasted, but it's actually less than 12 hours, if you believe. But absolutely spectacular performance from Chorley.
I've certainly physically and emotionally aged considerably today.
National champions 2015, the London Blitz.
And Chorley sportsman-like, returning the gesture of forming
it's a slightly shorter guard of
honour for the Blitz to walk through. Lengthwise and height-wise, it has to be said, but no shortness in stature of the character of the Chorley Bucks players.
And this is the London Blitz team. It's a very, very large team, but you're only allowed 5 on the field at one time, and the 5 that were on the field at each time did enough to take that championship home.
They did extremely well there. It's full credit to them and their coaching staff. London Blitz, of course, coming from the capital with the London Blitz full contact squad, narrowly missing out on a BAFA Premiership win, just beaten in the last seconds, I think, by the London Warriors by a field goal. But this Blitz team taking home the Winners' Championship medal tonight.
And of course the London Blitz here, a team that could well have crumbled. Maybe a lesser team would have started getting a little bit wobbly when they started getting, Chorley started getting those picks and pulled ahead there. Yeah,
especially kids at this age. I mean, if I think back to when I was this age, you know, it wouldn't have taken much to get my head to drop. And that, I think, again, is credit to the coaches and the parents that have built these kids up to have the resilience to weather those kind of storms, still come through as winners.
Well, a few of these are going to be moving on to a different level of competition maybe now. For the ones that do remain, this is going to be an excellent experience to start off their flag football careers. There's a few there that look like they're going to have a couple more years of eligibility there for the Blitz.
Who knows how many of these guys are going to make it through to the Blitz adult contact team. Certainly it's going to be a good feeder group for them. I think I remember hearing from when we watched the Blitz last year playing the Premiership finals, the Warriors as well, that it takes 3 years of training to make it onto the contact team. That's quite some program they've got there. And here's the head of BAFA to present the championship trophy, the final plate of the plate finals.
I believe that's Dave Hager of Football America there, the principal sponsor.
There you see, that's being caught making some it's hashtag made up facts here.
Of course, Football America known for their support. Last year they started putting more support in for the BAFA competition and has helped to keep it running as it is today. And that's the London Blitz there. That's our third and final BritBowl champions, the under-13 champion London Blitz, who defeated the Chorley Buccaneers 21-19.
How many months turn around, face the family.
So we're at a stage now, the lights are a lot darker than they were when we started. They're a lot darker than we thought they were going to be when we finished. So with that, we've got to get home to our beds soon. I think we're going to have to say thank you very much to Mike Sullivan for staying up long after he was meant to be asleep.
John, it's been an absolute pleasure and quite a challenge, but a challenge I think I've relished, and it's been thoroughly enjoyable to spend the afternoon commentating on what's been a fantastic day of flag football. So thanks very much for that, and we'll see you again here next year.
Well, as the sun is well and truly down here at the Keepmoat Stadium in Doncaster and the London Blitz celebrate their championship, we're going to take this opportunity at pulling the flag to sign off for another year. Again, thanks to BAFA, thanks to Football America sponsors, and thanks to Nathan Rae Productions for helping us to put all this together. This is John Hill, Mike Sullivan, Dan McGill, and the rest of the Pulling the Flag team signing off for 2015.
Good night.
Horsham have another opportunity.
Kirby's looking low, it's up, setting up! Great reception. Great job.
And he's in!
Wow. That was something else.
Well, that's a one way to recover from the last one. Oh, there's a flag. I think that's going to be excessive celebration.